Senator Thorpe.
Thank you. My question is for the Minister for Indigenous Australians. Recently, your Labor colleagues in the NT Parliament, all whom are Aboriginal people, voted in favour of a motion for an independent body at the Commonwealth level with powers to investigate and enforce change in relation to all First Peoples deaths in custody. The motion was defeated by the racist CLP government. Do you agree with your Aboriginal NT Labor colleagues that this body is needed?
Minister Wong.
With respect, I'd ask you to request that the senator rephrase the question. That is very clearly both a request about an opinion, but also about an opinion in relation to the state, the territory legislature, both of which are not within the bounds of the standing orders. No, Senator, I'm actually trying to be helpful. There are ways you can ask a similar question without crossing both of those boundaries in the standing orders.
Senator Thorpe, the intention of your question is clear, and that is it the intention of the government to establish a body? But I would ask you to take on board the comments Senator Wong has made, and further I ask you to withdraw the comments you made about the NT government.
Violence of the colony.
Senator Thorpe.
I withdraw.
Thank you. Minister McCarthy.
Thank you, President. Thank you, Senator Thorpe, for the question. This is an issue that does affect deeply the people of the Northern Territory, in particular those who represent First Nations families across the Northern Territory, and those would be the bush members largely that Senator Thorpe is referring to. And I know this is really difficult. My job, though, President, is to make sure that in terms of justice and the issues that are raised around incarceration and deaths in custody is a focus that is right across every state and territory jurisdiction, and my role is to work with both the Northern Territory and all of the other states and territories about the concerns we have at the Commonwealth level about those high rates of incarceration.
Thank you, Minister. Have you completed your answer? Senator Thorpe, first supplementary.
I had a point of order.
Well, the minister's completed her answer.
Before she sat down, I stood up. President?
Senator Thorpe.
And I had a point of order.
Senator Thorpe, the minister has resumed her seat. I'm going to invite you to put your first supplementary.
Your Prime Minister was recently asked about taking Commonwealth actions on deaths in custody. He used the excuse that he needs to be convinced that people in Canberra know better than the people in the NT. Now NT Aboriginal members of your government, Labor, are calling for Commonwealth action. Will federal Labor act, or what?
Thank you, Senator Thorpe. Minister McCarthy.
Thank you, President, and thank you, Senator Thorpe. I do believe I answered the substantial part of your question in your previous one. Yes, we are acting in terms of the relationships that we are trying to, through the Coalition of Peaks, through my work with Pat Turner as co-chair, to deal with the high rates of incarceration and the concerns we have around deaths in custody. The Prime Minister is supportive of this, my colleagues are supportive of this, and I am working and continue to do so, as I do also with Senator Thorpe, to try and make a difference in terms of the justice issues in the states and territories.
Thank you, Minister. Senator Thorpe, second supplementary.
Last week we heard the heartbreaking and angering news that yet another First Nations person has died in custody, and they keep dying in custody. A young 21-year-old woman with her whole life ahead of her was killed in custody. How many more deaths are you and your Prime Minister willing to accept before you use the powers you have?
Thank you, Senator Thorpe. Minister McCarthy.
Thank you, President. Well, I certainly put on the record that this isn't about wanting to see any deaths, Senator Thorpe, at all. whether it's in prisons or out of prisons for that matter, early deaths of anyone. And I have spoken with the crossbenchers, in particular Senator Thorpe, in the direction that I'm taking, President, in working with the states and territories to ensure that the concerns that we've raised around the high incarceration rates and the deaths in custody is being listened to.
Minister McCarthy, please resume a seat. Senator Thorpe.
Just want to know when you're going to use the powers.
Senator Thorpe, why are you on your feet?
Yes, President, obviously I'm on my feet.
No, but what are you on a point
of order for relevance. The question is whether the minister is going to use her federal powers to stop the deaths that continue to rise of Aboriginal people in custody.
Thank you, Senator Thorpe. The minister is being directly relevant to your question. Minister McCarthy.
Thank you, President. And in the preparation that I am doing in regards to the Joint Council meeting with the Coalition of Peaks, of course, the federal funding, that's the relationships that we have with state and territories, is an area that I am looking at and trying to work with my colleagues to see if we can absolutely hold states and territories to account.
Thank you, Minister. Senator David Pocock.